field behind him. Run-heavy offense, and they start with Newsome. He's having a tough time finding room on the right side. Possession, according to their coaches. Josh Mariner now in at tailback. They give it to Newsome, though, on right side. A little bit of room for Newsome. Newsome is the back. Popped in the backfield and dropped by Jarquez Samuel.
The size, but they got the speed, and Samuels is a guy that can adjust himself, move into different gaps, and see here just beats the guard one-on-one and makes a big tackle.
Making his first start since a Houston game a few weeks ago. Hands it off to Arkel Newsome, and Newsome gets twisted a bigger. Now Ricardo Williams comes in, extra defensive lineman, and they get pressure on Sheriffs and drop him. It's Steve Dillon
on the fake here, and he's the read option player. They're trying to get him out of space. He just comes up the field and makes a tackle right here. Doesn't follow any of the backs coming across the field.
Now 9 for Bryant Sheriffs. Bob Diaco's team trying to make something happen early. Sheriffs steps up over the middle, almost picked there.
He's a young player that in space, he's very versatile. He's a lighter linebacker, not an NFL body, but he can cover in the pass game defense to scale and schedule and get a drive together.
And they hand it off on the jet sweep to Josh Mariner. For those great Cowboys teams that paved the way for Emmitt Smith. They go with the jet sweep again, once again to Mariner, and he takes it to the marker. We'll see where the spot is. Devontae Tyler with the stop. And he's going to be short of the first down by about a football.
Again, same play, just trying to get it to the outside, a little deception. Marshall's defense gets sucked in a little bit, and Corey Tyndall, a very good tackling cornerback, has to make a stop.
3rd and short, Sheriffs under center. Quarterback sneak, and he got a yard and a half. Fresh set of downs for UConn. It's their first down of the morning.
And that's where that strength is. They want to get in those short down and distances, get that push up front.
But did not see action. They fake the jet sweep. Sheriffs to the air, finds his tight end, and incomplete. Had it on the hands, but they couldn't squeeze it. Steve Hashemi, a backup left guard, seeing time at tight end here.
And he's just going to leak outside up the seam. Marshall defense really worried about that outside run game. You got to pull that in. But he
2nd and 10 now. Ron Johnson at tailback for the first time. Sheriffs goes to the tight end again, and this one falls for a first time. This is top 10 in turnovers gained with 27. They motion Newsome out. Sheriffs on the design quarterback draw.
At the coaching position.
Sheriffs again with the draw. Fights his way inside the 45. That big old.
Like 2 young, innovative assistant coaches that really have built themselves up.
Sheriffs quarterback sneak will pick up the first down. I asked B will line up as a tight end on the left side and now motion back to the right. Sheriffs has it. Sheriffs, quarterback draw again, and he's able to stay on his feet and take it. Mariner in motion, they give it to him on the sweep, and he's able to get involved in the offense. He's at the bottom of your screen. Now a screen play to Newsome, plenty of blocking, and Newsome takes it inside the 10. A rip of 17, Evan McKelvey finally brings him down.
Number 2 on the team in catches. He's a force in the screen game. You see all the defensive linemen come up to the field, and they get up and get their blocks, and he's got a lot of open space. Big, huge play for this offense right now that's wearing down this offense off the field.
It's 1st and goal now. Here's Ron Johnson trying to win the edge. He's in. Touchdown. Sheriffs puts it in the air to Newsome. Evan McKelvey with the tackle. Finish to the season. Sheriffs will take off. This was an offense, kind of hit on it, Anthony, earlier, that won to the tight end Bloom. So he hasn't worked it outside to Noel Thomas yet. Now looking over the middle. This one deep, but in. They don't ask him to run 20-yard routes.
That's a lot to ask. You're already moving him around in his Chevy number 97. Then you're asking him to run routes too. And he's a viable. Coach Verducci talked about underutilized this year. They got to find ways to get him the ball.
He's matched up with Keith Baxter. They'll keep it on the ground with Newsom. And Newsom able to turn it upfield. Second and short. Newsom. Good vision. He's got a first down. For more on this UConn Pro National Championship game, Diaco, the Frank Broyles Award winner, as the assistant coach of the year in college football there. Second year here at UConn. Newsom, we were playing a left-handed game plan that day. We were trying to do everything we could to find points. More traditional today. Sheriffs takes off. They've got Josh Mariner running back in this set. They fake the end around. Sheriffs to take off. Bring him down.
And you know, he missed number 85, true freshman McLean, wide open. He decides to keep the ball and get it with his.
Trying to get him to jump. We'll see who moved first. Right side of the line. Quick to come out of its stance for UConn.
And Knappe stood up quick because he saw the defensive line. I just don't know if the defensive lineman crossed the line of scrimmage.
False start. Offense number 53. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
And so that'll close that offensive possession.
That's a nice job on the defense. They didn't cross the line of scrimmage, so Knappe really doesn't have a reason to move. And then sometimes they'll do that. If the defensive lineman crosses the line, you jump quickly, try to time it up. They'll call it on defense. Again, not a good.
This is only the 9th play for UConn since the end of the first quarter. That bend but don't break UConn defense in the that's a shocker, especially how involved he was with the offense in both Houston and Temple, lining them up to take some snaps, and they go over to the tight end Alec Bloom
for thought coming into this game.
On the zone read, they hand it off to Josh Mariner. He's able to find just one, sophomore from Chesapeake, Virginia.
Clemson, for me, has to expose the weak secondary Oklahoma. Watson's been one of those big-time passers down the field. Of course, Connor Cook.
Emma's last two opponents thought.
Yeah, you're right, though. There's no question. They've stepped up to the challenge every single week.
Extra man coming on pressure. Sheriffs eludes the first, now the second, and he takes off. Staying no huddle. Itching to find some offense. Sheriffs had a man open over the middle, a little bit late, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kendall Gann.
Is open initially, but because of the fact that he's able to catch up to him, Gann does a nice job of just getting in front of him, catching it up with speed. Tight ends aren't the fastest, remember.
UConn has only run 13 plays since the end of the first quarter. Noel Thomas is top of your screen in man coverage. They're going to run it with Sheriffs. Thomas a blocker here, and he seals the edge.
You know, Noel Thomas, offensive coordinator, talked about him. Need to get the ball more. Hasn't gotten any touches. Hasn't lost focus.
Defense for Connecticut. Akil Newsom returns to the backfield. Sheriffs finds him in the flat. Newsom trying to beat a linebacker thus far for UConn at 25 yards. Newsom. First quarter. Got a minute to go in the third, and across midfield for just the second time today. Sheriffs, a little bit of pressure coming from B, and he gets to him.
When you're looking past your second to third read, that third read's got to be the run. He's got to get quicker in his mind, a quicker clock to take off and get what they give you. Big hole on the left side, doesn't quite get there, and ends up taking a sack.
For the concussion. He's been a great running quarterback all season. They bring everybody in the blitz on 3rd and 10 deep ball, and it's batted away.
We've seen some deep balls today again with both of these teams, and we see some good quarterback play. And this, again, very nice job just getting back, seeing the quarterback's eyes, tracking the football, and Allen reaching up and knocking this away.
The best in pickoffs in all of college football. And to the flat, they find Newsom on first down.
Middle safety. Might be a good time to maybe take a chance.
Rodney Allen in front of Thomas, bottom of the screen. They're going to take off with it. Sheriffs under center. They fake the end around. Sheriffs on the bootleg. He'll take it for a first set of downs.
All the misdirection that this offense has done today, you got to trust your eyes as a defender, and nobody home on the outside. Letman gets himself.
Sheriffs has it. Looks downfield, cuts back. Sheriffs has room to run again. And Bryant Sheriffs gets upended after picking.
It's not Newsome running the ball or getting the jet sweep. It's Sheriffs, and this is a nice job. A little quicker decision this time on the pass. He's able to not see anybody open and find open space and get up the field. Again, creating big plays with his leg.
Block at 5. Sheriffs over the middle. There's his tight end. Steve has, and he got enough for the first down.
Second time he's been wide open today. They're figuring if he's a tackle, I'm not going to cover him. Drops the first ball.
On 1st and 15, Sheriffs setting up the screen, the Division I level. 2nd and long, Sheriffs. A little bit of pressure, pocket collapsing. Yards today on 8 completions. They bring a blitz. Sheriffs straight ahead. He got tripped.
And Hancock does a nice job spying him, right? He's up in the line of scrimmage watching the QB.